Greetings. Well, here we are, my new junk build forge. Spent a total of maybe 13 bucks on it. Down at the bottom there's two supporting braces which I bought. Other than that, it's the junk I had lying around, and I just wanted to see will it fire up and will it forge. So what we're going to do is take this little bar here, and I'm going to see if I can make a coal miner's candlestick holder out of it. So let's fire her up and see what goes on. Should be a good time. It occurs to me that I made a mistake. I should have centered that forge, or the forge blower. Anyway, right now I'm going to, about 1.5 inches, just going to bring this down. This will be the point. What we want to do is 1.5 inches at the front, about the width of the hammer, right here, and then 2 inches, bump it in again. And that'll give you the point and make it so you don't have to actually do any cuts, or not cuts, any welds. Here we go. Bring it down. There we go. So that's what we want right here. See, we're going to take this tip out. That's going to be a point, and then we're going to do 2 inches in here, and that'll bring the hook out. So I think we'll do that tip, and then we'll do the hook, and the rest easy peasy. Alright, we're going to give this a nice little point, thin it down. Out just a little bit. The problem with this steel is it's not quite as thick as I like. Usually I start with 1/4 inch thick. This is probably 3/32. I don't know. Not very thick at all. Oh, just not moving fast enough at all. Okay. Here we go. Alright, that's about as much as I want to do for right now. We'll straighten her out. See what we're going to do is, see, we have that right there. That's going to be more or less a nail. Right? That's going to be more or less a nail to be put into a board. You know, after I'm going to point it up and everything, but right now I just wanted to get it started. Now I'm going to start, you know, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches from there, so I can draw a hook out. And I'll show you how that's done. That's pretty difficult in itself, for me anyway. But we're gonna get this done, hopefully in a record time. So let's get it heated up and let's go. We're gonna start this about 1.5 inches, 2 inches in. There we go. That looks pretty good. try this like so. With this being so thin, it's not going to be very effective as a candle holder, I don't think. But you know what? We're going to keep giving it a shot anyway. See what happens. Alright. There we go. Straight enough. We'll keep heating her up. I'm just going to... We're going to go all the way to 1 inch from the end to make the ribbon. And I'm just... No more talking. Just going to zoom right along here. That's pretty much what we're going for. Now we're going to start a cut, run right down this line, and take it to about 3/4 of an inch. There we go, right about there. Maybe just a little bit deeper, but what we're going to do is just cut that. And a couple of heats. And we'll bring this out to make the hook. There we go. We'll heat it again. And, well, that came untied. That's no good. We'll heat her again and should be ready to rock and roll. Probably the last cuts I'll have to do out here, and then I'm going to finish the cuts over at the crappy anvil. There we go. Alright, almost ready. Alright, we're just going to take this end and split it out. See if we can pull this bad boy out. There we go. Make this a nice crisp edge right down there. There we go. That should be decent. A little more bendy. Alright, now we're going to heat it up. And there we go. Now we're going to heat it up and bring it fully 90 degrees. This is getting kind of difficult with this being so thin, but we're getting there slowly but surely, huh? And put this down here. Come on, brother. Alright, so see how that... Darn dog's always barking. Let's see how this is rocking and rolling like that shape. We're just going to draw this out into a hook, and then we'll straighten everything by taking the hook that we make and then bring it down into there, and that'll flatten it. So once I get everything ready to go, I'll show you how I do that. Probably 2 more heats. Alright, that's what we want right there. That has to be the hook. It'll curl around. I'm going to bring this tip out so it's at least as long as the hook. And we'll be good to go. But first, let's straighten her out. Go. Easy peasy. Down in the pritchett, or the, you know what I'm talking about. Come on, man. There we go. Well, that's just not doing the trick I want it to. Alright, here we go. So there we go. I'm going to have to clean up the base of this. I'm going to put a tip on that, and then I'm just going to take this and go all the way down to about where the end of my tongs are. And then I'm going to make this part a ribbon. But anyway, there we go. I'll do that, and when it's done, when it's down to the ribbon, I will bring you back. Here we go, ribbon part. All we're going to do is just take this, elongate it, and well, by beating the piss out of it. So we're going to use the peen part. Just stretch it out. Alright, that looks super ugly, but next heat I'll be able to flatten it all out and it should be good to rock and roll. So we'll heat it up and I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. I'm just going to take the big hammer and hit the shit out of it. I'm going to try and make it as even as possible. Alright, probably another 2 heats just to get her nice and thin, but we're getting there. So, now what we're going to do, we have that nice and thin, probably end up grinding some of it off just because it's a little bit thick on the one side. I wanted to bring it down a little bit. See how square that is? I wanted to bring it down even just a little bit further, but you know what, we can't win them all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this last edge part at a 90-degree angle, and then down here at a 90-degree angle. And I'll tell you why in just a moment. Take this, bend it 90. There we go, and then another 90 right here. Not quite a 90 right there, probably. That'll do. And now we can take this and then just bend it around to fit a candle. So I'm gonna heat this again and keep bending it. And try and straighten it out and bend it so it'll fit about a 1-inch candle. And that's not gonna do it right like that. So we're gonna open it up and then curl it. And now you have an idea. So here is my grand idea. I'm going to see if I can get this to be a form for me, which is right about 3/4 inch, and that might be more than enough. Hold the candle. Let's see. I probably could have made a regular jig, but hey, you know what I'm like. That doesn't look so bad. Is that hot? Yeah, it's pretty hot. There we are. But anyway, so that's our deal right there. And what we'll do is we'll bring this around this way. Well, you know what? I bent it the wrong way. I'm going to need to bend that 90 degrees the opposite direction. Silly me. That way I can bring it around and have it touch. We'll get it right. So here's our deal now. We got her straightened out. We're just going to take this bottom part and we're going to lip that bottom part in just a little bit so it's a little thinner than the top part. And that will keep our candle, see, if you look down there, it's just a little thinner down here, and up here, that taper will keep the candle from falling out. Alright, let's see if we can take this and just tap it around a little bit. Give her a nice little roundy round. There. And that should do the trick. And this lip right here is so when you put the candle in you can thumb it without cutting yourself. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to take, ooh, that's really hot. We're going to take this right about here, bend this around so it's even with the hook. We'll finish the hook, finish the tip, and there we go. We're done. Let's get to it. Give this a quick 45 right about here. And then we're going to take this, bend it around the horn, straighten her out. It's not going the way I want it to. There we go. There we go. Keep going. Whoops, that didn't go nearly the way I wanted it to. But, here we go, see that? What we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to, you know what, I think I have something for that. We're going to make that a little bit better of a circle. We'll be right back. Alright, let's give this a try. We're going to throw this down in there. We're going to need to open up the hole. Throw that down into place. Check that out, huh? Super hot. This actually might do the trick. I should make tools, but you know what? Improvising is more my style. There we go. There. So here we are. Now we have that like so. We're going to straighten it out, finish it up, bend the hook, and we're done. I'll be right back. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to bend this just with pliers because I'm lazy and I'm running out of batteries. So I'm going to bring that a little bit towards that piece. And now what we're going to do is just bend this right around. Well, that didn't work nearly the way I wanted to. Alright. There we go. I'm going to straighten it. I'm going to straighten everything out. Maybe make that a better bend, but I have to do it one more heat, and then I'll be right back and show you the finished product. Whew. Alright, there we have it. Coal Miner's Candlestick. It's a fun little project. I really enjoy making these. There's your hook. There's the candle holder right in here. You stick a citronella candle, anything you want. This is the point. You stick it into a piece of wood. Drive that part with your hammer. Right here, the hook. You can also hang something off of that. And then you have that in the wall. You can hang your safety glasses or hard hat or whatever. In my case, usually what I use these for is for camping. So a citronella candle, and this will hold a lantern. But there we go. That's all there is to it. This is not anywhere near the best one I've made, but you know what? For a first project on a new forge, it's not too shabby. And here we go. Forge still holding up pretty well, so I can't complain. And I really thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Go out and make something. Take it easy.